welcome back to Devils United for another watch along. It's going to be Sweden versus Portugal, and I have John. John, how are you?
Good afternoon, Maisy, and thank you so much for having us back on again. And it's warm down in Bristol today. I think it's tough, and it's just been a good day actually. It's going to get warm, hot again Monday and Tuesday. But other than that, I'm alive and kicking.
It's 31 degrees here right now. 31 degrees.
Get used to it, baby. Almost 30. It's 30 down here. Lucky you. 30 down here.
I can't cope with hot weather. When I'm abroad, it's fine. But
yes,
when it's, of course, here, it's humid. It's horrible. Can't cope.
It's tough. It's so tough at the top of the top, as they say. It's just absolutely ridiculous. The weather's just tough. And look, I always say to people, get used to it. Enjoy it while it lasts, because if it's cold and it's windy, people have been mourning right now. They would have been mourning. They would have been kicking a fuss. It is gorgeous here. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah, let's say hello to people who's in the comments. Hey there to Martin, I hope you are well. Hey there to my dad as well, I hope you are well. Hey there to Nippon. I did answer you yesterday. I said that I've got stuff arranged, but when I get a spare watch along, I'll get you on. And hello there to Elgon Wheels, I hope you are well also. So I've got the lineup here for Sweden versus Portugal. It's the last game for the group stages. But here it is. They've both decided to go with a 4-3-3. Which one do you fancy going with first? Do you fancy going with Sweden or Portugal first?
We go Sweden first, and that'd be brilliant, man.
Yes, Sweden.
You go first.
Great. So we've got Lindell in the goal. We have got Anderson, Eriksson, Indesta and Glass in the defence. We've got Bjorn, Aslana and Managerial in the midfield. And up front, we've got Rolfo, Blackstenius and Kaynard. What do you think of that lineup for you, John?
It looks a strong lineup, I thought as well. I think Sweden are a tough team to crack down, I think, and they're going to give it. I think they're going to give it a real go. Don't know what the table's like there, sort of thing. Is Sweden second, third, something like that? I could be wrong.
It's currently second, yeah. So both Sweden and the Netherlands are currently on joint first at this moment in time. It's just the goal difference what's helped the Netherlands being first, but they're on the same points with 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, if Portugal win their game, they're going to go through anyway, no matter what. There's nothing the other two can do about it. Depends on the goals that score. But look, listen, at the end of the day, it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be an exciting game. Sweden don't have to lose this game. They'll have to win this game as long as they get a point, and that'll be good enough for them. And I think it's going to be a cracking game. I think it's going to be an exciting game as well.
Definitely. And Portugal, they have actually dropped their goalkeeper from the last game, Pereira, and they put Morris in the goalkeeper. They got Amado, Gomez, Costa, or Borges in the defence. Pinto, Silva, Norton in the midfield. Silva, Nazarev, and Silva again. So there's 3 Silvers in the team.
Oh man. But what they don't want a silver medal. They want a gold medal, Maisy.
Exactly. Where's the gold?
Exactly. They know gold. Probably the Portugal don't have a saying in called gold. They might even know what it means. Let's just speak perfect English, man. Do you know what I mean? But you're right. They need piece of silver. They need a piece of silver, good silvers, if they win the game a day, sort of thing. But you're all right. And looking at a prediction now, and saying here about Sweden. You got let's have a look at this one as well. Yeah, like I said, probably good enough for Sweden. Portugal needs to come out and win the game. You said they need to drop the goalkeeper as well, and I think it's going to be fun. And yeah, look at the team lined up. Look at the formation. I think they're both going to go for it.
I really do. To be honest, I think Portugal, for me, has been quite a surprising team because I think automatically people assume that they was going to be bottom of the table because Switzerland's quite a good team as well. But the first half of Sweden, it was really poor. Then they gave it their all in the second half. Didn't deserve to get just 1 point. They deserved all 3. And even in that Netherlands game, they gave it their all. It was Netherlands scored, Portugal got a penalty, Netherlands scored again. Portugal got scored, then Netherlands got scored again. It was just a proper bouncing game on and off.
Yeah, that's why it makes football so exciting, Maisy. You know what I mean? People want to go out and win the games as well. There's going to be no parking a bus. They just want to give it a right go. And look, if you're going to give it a go, you can leave yourself wide open as well. But at the back, if you mess things up, and that is why, you're going to see goals, unfortunately. Simple as that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
I
hard.
think that's the thing. Because the team, what they have is mostly Portugal's. They're mostly from Portugal itself. They play for Sport and they play for Benfica and Braga, the majority of the players. And that league is not really developed. It's quite a weird league because I was actually discussing about it on the Netherlands Watchalong, and Martin will remember this. But they have like 20 players in the team, and then what they'll do, they'll play against each other. So the 10 winners will go in a league, then the 10 losers will go in the league, then 10 winners will compete for the league, but the 10 losers, if you have got the bottom of that, you get relegated. It's a really weird league. It's something I've never heard of before.
Never. I mean, it's just so many changes every single year and every single tournament. People are just confused. You know what I mean? I'm confused as well.
I was confused reading about it, and that's what it's like in the Portuguese league. Really weird.
Yeah, very, very weird. But that's the league. That's how they operate, and there's not a lot you can do about it. But it's a strange one. Why change things up? Well, it's absolutely fine. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. But it's very strange. But it's like the Premier League having 4 relegations and just 2 getting promoted. It's simple as that. We do not want that to happen. It's always, I can remember years ago, right? It used to be 3 up and 3 down. Yeah. If you finish third, you're promoted. If you finish bottom 3, that's it. You're all done. But you know what it is? It's all about the money. It's all about the money. That's all it is. Everyone knows the rules about it. Deal with it.
Exactly. Ravi is in the chat. Hey there, Ravi. I hope that you are well. Hey there to Martin. Good to see you. We was talking about the Portuguese league because you sent me some documents about it. That's why you was mentioned, Martin. Hey there, Luca. I hope you are well. I do support England. I've just got a Portugal top from when I went to Portugal, but England is the team I support. Ravi said Sweden looks strong. Yep, they look very strong. He said hi to you, John. And
big up.
He's also said Paulinho.
Paulinho. He used to play for Spurs, didn't he? And when I watched Paulinho, when he played for Barcelona, I thought, oh my God. He played for Spurs, goes to China, and then he goes to Barcelona on loan. And he didn't do that well there, did he? To be fair, he did have it, but wasn't that great there.
I think he's talking about a different Paulinho. There's a Paulinho from Sporting who used to play for Braga.
Oh yeah. I think he's gone. Has he gone to Fulham? Am I wrong? Has he gone to Fulham? I know one of them.
No, that was Paulinho.
Paulinho, that's it. This one here, different one. I'm all together. Wow, I don't know a lot about that one. Then, to be fair, but I can't lie. The only Paulinho I know is the one who plays for Spurs, into Fulham.
Yeah. I know which one you're on about because when I say, I like Paulinho, I was like, people used to say, the Spurs Paulinho. I was like, no, not the Spurs Paulinho. Oh man, nah, not for me. But no. I don't think it was that great anyway. But like I said, sort of thing. What can you do? It's good for Who did he play for? Not for Lingo, Corinthians. It's good for Corinthians, and remember, so it's right. Good player, but since when in Europe, he hasn't been back yet. We're into China. How many players go to China now? Loads of people, isn't it? There's so many, but you look at it, it's definitely because of money, isn't it?
It is ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's all about the money, does. They tried to get Mark Clattenburg as well to go to China as well for something like 2 million a season, and he turned that down straight away. He was retiring. Tried to get him out of retirement.
It tends to be players though who is near enough going to retirement, isn't it? Who do tend to go to China or the USA. It's people who go quite later on in the football career.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's all about the money. Like, you know, we know football's all about the money. They want to get as much as they can. Their client don't care. It's like Ekateki. Right? I'm not going to criticize him anymore, but it's like him. Say he's won 13 million. Now he's off to PSG on loan, 1 year season on loan, and people, our fan base, having a go at him, saying he bottled it. No, he didn't. He didn't want to come to Newcastle. He wanted to go to PSG. Let's respect him for that, please, and just don't send any online abuse.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, to be honest. Hey there to my queen. I hope you are well.
That's what she keeps calling us Champion John every Friday on the following Friday. And you know what? She was on my channel as well, and when he was in Portugal, and she was absolutely magnificent. She's only 5'2", and if I saw her in real life, I would give her a nice hug because it sounds absolutely lovely. Sweden started well, by the way. Sweden win, and Paul just got there in the nick of time.
It was a good defending though of Portugal.
It was indeed. And season started well, by the way. And now Portugal's on the attack. Shot comes in, and I keep asking.
They're definitely going to be a counter-attacking team coming to this game to be Sweden. I mean, Portugal's going to be a counter-attacking team.
Absolutely, that's what I think as well. Because Portugal, they are a counter-attacking team. Because you've got the right formation. Oh, Sweden was looking for a penalty. She looked for a penalty there. It was never going to be given. Look, you're right. Portugal are a counter-attacking team by the sounds of it, yeah. And they've got the players to do it and the pace and the skill. You've got to do
They've got real pace in Jessica Silva. She's a very pacey player. She's very, very quick. So
she's right
they'd have to rely on her pace for counter-attacking. And even Diana Silva, they look like they've moved her over to the wings today because she's a quick player also.
They are indeed, she is. And if you've got Pearson to trouble their defence, you have got a great chance as well. And looking at Silva, Jay Silva, I mean, for what I watched her, she looks absolutely a whippet, isn't she? She's like a greyhound, like flipping like greyhound, basically, like, you know what I mean? She'll probably all those 6 dogs at the end of the day in a good way, but hey ho. But I love players at pace, by the way, pace and skill. And look at that penalty again. I mean, I think she went down. It was definitely contact there, but it's the way she went forward. She went like that sort of thing.
Yeah, you could tell it was a bit of a dive. Martin said something in the chat about Hugo Ekateke. He thinks he'll regret not going to Newcastle, and to be honest, I do agree with what Martin has said.
The thing is, Hugo, he's come out and he said, I don't know if it's true or not, he said that they might offer a good offer, but in his opinion, he doesn't feel ready for the Premier League football because he probably wouldn't cope with the physical banana of the Premier League yet. And that's his words. But one thing I'm going to say, I had people this afternoon on my chat saying that he used us, right, to get a better deal, blah, 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 right? And, Sweden in there. They're not a good save, by the way, by the keeper. Good save. And she's gone down in the process as well. But by the way, look, it was a stream move to go to PSG, right? According to reports, yeah. It's not a permanent signing. It's not a permanent deal. It's a season-long loan, by the way, you with a permanent deal, right? So they try and get that deal on the cheap as well. But look, we could have paid him some money, but he opted to go there. I wish the kid all the best and all the luck in the world. If that's what he used to do, let him go. But fans, please don't send a personal abuse at him. You know what I mean? Because he made that choice. He's only 20 years old, for goodness sake, yeah? He doesn't need that, you know. But we move on, and they move on, and we just go for somewhere else. I'll get Ivan Toney from you. I'll get Ivan Toney. I think he's available. People said we don't want him back because of his attitude. I tell you what, if I open the papers in the morning, I would definitely 100% take Ivan Toney back if he's available.
Yeah. You know what, with Ivan Toney, he's actually linked to Manchester United now as well, I was reading. And for me, I do like Ivan Toney as a good striker he is, but the way he's disrespected Brentford, I just couldn't have that at my club.
That is the thing. I mean, he scored against us as well, and he showed a badge to Newcastle fans, and some of them didn't like it at all whatsoever. And I think there's feedback on my end, Maisy, which is coming from me. I can hear myself on there as well. I don't know if it's me or is this any better? Can you hear us?
No, I can't hear an echo.
Let's have a look. Echo is quite loud. I think Paul mentioned this before. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Is this better?
Yeah, it's much better. Thank you. It might be me. So, Tony, yeah, he has got an attitude. I can't lie. But at the end of the day, what he does on the pitch, which makes it really good, which makes it really another save, by the way, which makes it a good player. But I'll take him. And yes, he's been linked to United as well. But Brentford probably want about 40 million quid for this guy.
Yeah, they will easily, but I think he's got a year or two left in his contract. I don't think he's got that long at all.
No, not at all. I think he went on a 5-year deal when he went to Brentford, got him in his first season. But if he's on a 4-year deal, I think he's got a 2-year left on his contract. It's definitely has not signed a new one yet, no doubt about it. But this is the thing. When Newcastle called for him, right, immediately they're close to offering a new deal to stop that player from going to Newcastle. They do not want top players coming to us because we can cause damage in the years to come. That is not the case, man. We're not going to get in the top 4 next season. We're not. Let's be real. Top 7, top 8, 7th position, cool. But that's progress. But listen, at the end of the day, Newcastle are a project club, a project football club now, right? We need good players come to us, yeah? Yeah, got Kieran Trippier, right? Bruno Gamache. Kieran Gamache came to Newcastle with second bottom, right? Let's not get this twisted, right? He came to a second bottom. Yeah, the guy is absolutely fantastic. His competence says nice things like Newcastle. He wants to play Champions League with Newcastle United. He wants to win trophies with Newcastle United. Yeah, that's the sort of player I want at my club. The great attitude, the right attitude, and this is why, we love the guy. Yeah, but we need to build players around this guy. If people say I don't want to come to Newcastle where it is, speak to Bruno Gamache, talk to him, ask him what Newcastle United is like as a football club, yeah, and he will tell you right away. His English is good, by the way.
He's a cracking player as well. And speaking of players, what Helgen said, but he went and signed the Butcher of Amsterdam today, aka Martinez. He's been announced as Manchester United player. And honestly, I'm so thrilled about it. People are saying, oh, he's small, so he won't do well, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, it doesn't matter about the height because even in 10 less games, he's got miles better stats than all our defenders put together. He can play as a centre-back, he can play as a left-back, he can play as a defensive midfielder. He's worked under Ten Hag, and all these people are laughing because of his height.
The word is versatility. Versatility. This guy is absolutely a good player. I think he's quick. I think he can tackle, and he gets stuck in as well. That's the most important thing. You don't have to be 6 foot plus to be a cracking defender. Yeah, there's a player called who's that player? Italian national Cannavaro, right? He's 5'10", 5'11", right? He was the best defender in the world for me. He's 5'10", 5'11", yeah, and this guy's 5'9", right? And he's a decent defender. So you do not have to be 6'4", 5" to be a fantastic defender. Yeah, he will do bits. But Fabio Cannavaro, right, in this time, yeah, that guy, you cannot get past him.
Exactly. He was a cracking player as well, wasn't he? I'm just looking forward to seeing him more than anything. I think he'll do well. We've already got half of it already where he knows how Ten Hag plays, how Ten Hag works. So that part's already done. It's just adapting to the Premier League.
Yeah, absolutely. If you adapt to the Prem, then there should be no problems at all whatsoever. They've got some good players there, United. They really, really have. You know what I mean? And they're adaptable. So I think Martinez will do really well. I think that guy would be brilliant for use. also as well that the lad that left back from is it Masala? Is it Masala? Yeah, that's it, Masala. Absolutely brilliant defender as well. He's going to work on the defensive side first, and then you look at the midfield and the attack. I think Eric Ten Hag will do fantastic for you. And I've heard as well he could be playing the back three next season.
I don't know, to be honest. I was reading them rumours, but our players can't play in a back three. We haven't got no players who can play there, so I'd stick back to the 4-2-3-1, even though I don't like the formation.
Yeah. No, I think I suit you better, sort of thing as well. You haven't got the players to play 4-3-3 just yet, not just yet, but 4-2-3-1 will be good for you. Like you got Fred there as well. I like Fred. I think this guy is better, much better, month after month, season after season, much better. He'll be going to the World Cup this season. Yeah, all these people about Jordan will go to the World Cup. Turn it in, right? He ain't going to the World Cup. Take about 10 players to be dropped before you get in the place as well. So he'll be there. And he's building a team. We said this basically so many times now. It's a project. Our team and your team are a project, and it's going to take a long time to get things right. And if you don't do it in the first season, don't get stressed out there. He's building for the future.
Exactly. I couldn't agree with you more. It's going to take a long time to be on level, though, with the Man City and Liverpool's, isn't it, really? Because they're already so far ahead.
Is that again? Sorry.
Man City and Liverpool are already so far ahead, so it would take years.
I'll tell you what, it could take 5-6 years, to be fair. I mean, to break those two monopoly as well. Whoever breaks a monopoly, I think Spurs will do it. I think Spurs will find a way of doing it under Conte. But I just can't pick a winner. I can't pick who's going to win the title next season. Who's going to get in the top four. Chelsea's 4 players as well. Koulibaly, that guy is an absolute monster at the back. He is brilliant. Played at Napoli. And it's just a shame he didn't come to the Premier League a couple of years ago. And they got Raheem Sterling as well. But I think Chelsea need another defender, definitely need a striker, and maybe they can have a real good goal this season on Thomas Tuchel. But I can see Mads going to be under pressure. He's one of them, unfortunately.
I actually agree. I said that he was going to get sacked this season. I just think that, yes, he's won. If he didn't win that Champions League, I think he would have gone by now.
Under Roman Abramovich, I think he'd probably give him another season to get things right.
The only reason why I think that is because he's got a decent side. They spent 90 million on Romelu Lukaku, yet they couldn't win domestic cups in the FA Cup, Carabao Cup. They didn't have what it takes to get over that line, and there was the miles better team in the FA Cup. They bottled 2 FA Cups in 2 seasons.
That's the thing. I just didn't think they believe in themselves, sort of thing. You know what I mean? And I don't know why they didn't really go for it against a fantastic Liverpool side. And on their day, they could hurt a lot of teams, yeah. But Chelsea just didn't really turn up, didn't they? Do you know what I mean? I think they either played for a draw, or they just didn't believe in themselves, yeah. I mean, having Lukaku in the team, now the great seasons didn't help at all.
No, exactly. And I just think, just knowing how much they spent on a player and knowing that they've been in so many finals but haven't managed to get over the line, that's why I think if it was under Abramovich, he would have been gone if they didn't win the Champions League. Because the Champions League, really, it's the second best trophy to win after the Premier League.
100%. I mean, cracking competition, cracking trophy to win. And everyone wants to compete in it. So every player is due to play in the Champions League. And it's a hard one to win as well because you've got some cracking teams in there. Look at Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barca, if they can get the team right. Man City, Liverpool. It's such a difficult trophy to win. And it just gets harder and harder every single season. And whoever wins that trophy deserves to be the kings of Europe as far as I'm concerned, and well deserved.
Definitely, I completely agree. I like coffee is in the chat. Hey there, I like coffee. I hope you are well. I like coffee is saying go Portugal.
It's still early stages yet, still nil. It's not really clear-cut chances. Sweden had a good start, by the way. Then Then Portugal came out as well, defended well. But other than that, I mean, because of the heat, it's 31 Celsius on the pitch as well. I think both players, I mean, they probably get a bit tired at the end of the game because of the heat. But the pitch is in good condition as well, by the way, too.
Yeah, definitely. Here's another one who Neil mentioned. Franco was only 5'9", which is very, very true as well.
Absolutely. I mean, Franco Baresi for me. If you ask us the top 3 defenders of all time, Franco Baresi will be one of them. Let's be real. That guy knows how to defend properly, especially players. Great, fantastic AC Milan team. Yeah,
I know.
and he is an absolute beast at the back. He really was, and he is a champion. He's won everything in the book. And if Franco Baresi was playing today, right, and you want to try and prize them away from Milan, forget it. This guy will be worth between 250 and 300 million quid a day. And that is for his defensive skills.
Yeah, he was outstanding, wasn't he? I hope you are well as well, Neil. Thank you for coming into the chat. He said that he's watching the Netherlands game. Nothing doesn't seem to be happening there at the moment for that team. None of them either. So it's been quiet for both Group C teams at this moment in time.
Yeah, I've not got that game on as well, but but we obviously watched it soon in the game. But hopefully, are they in? No, just been cleared away from Ericsson. Ericsson's just cleared from left wing cross as well, and nothing's gone. I think still 0-0 on the other game, 0-0. But going back to Carol.
You go.
Going back to Baresi, right? He started his career 20-year as a Rossoneri, 532 games, 16 goals, right, in his 12-year Milan. And Portugal win, by the way, just wide. By number 15, just wide. It's very close, by the way. Ball's brought down, snapshot on the right-hand side with left foot. Cord comes in, keeper missed it. It was lovely chest down by, a couple of yards wide. But Milan, Baresi, 532 appearances, 16 goals in 20 years. For Italian national team, he won the World Cup, by the way. 1982 to 94, 81 appearances, 1 goal. In total, he has played 613 games in his footballing career. What a stellar... that guy has got to be one of the all-time greats. He's 62-year-old. He's one of the all-time greats in defending. And the Catenaccio, it is like defending properly. And I think I can't see no one going to touch him.
I completely agree with you 100%. Absolutely outstanding. Looks like Ericsson's been given a yellow card. It was quite a poor tackle, to be honest.
Yeah, that doesn't look good, doesn't it?
No, I don't know how long she's going to be off for. I think she might stay on by the looks of it, but it was quite a nasty one. It was definitely deserving of the yellow card.
Yeah, not good, man. And I was going to say, there's Nasser down, by the way.
And I know you mentioned about the pitch being nice. That's actually where Manchester United women play their home games.
They do. You're right. You're absolutely right. And it's a nice stadium, Lee, isn't it? It's a rugby ground as well. Rugby stadium ground as well. Yeah,
it's a rugby stadium. We rent it off. I can't remember what the rugby team's called, but at the moment they're redeveloping a stadium, so we don't have to rent it.
I think that's a good idea, sort of thing. They got the money to do it, and why not? I mean, it's a lovely pitch as well, by the way, and the atmosphere must be great over there as well. So why not? I mean, just go for it. You know what I mean? And they're doing the right things there, trying to do the best they can. But talking of women's football as well, it's on the up, and it's on the up, and it's on the up, and I think it's great to see.
Oh, it certainly is. To Ravi's question, how good is Sweden at defending set pieces? I think they're fairly good at defending set pieces. They've got tall defenders. They've got brilliant defenders in Ericsson, Anderson as well, who's able to defend pretty well. So I think they're great at set pieces. It's morely for me Portugal because if you look at Portugal, they're quite small. I know they've got quite tall. I know they've got quite high reach, but they're quite small at times, and because of their height, if you looked at the Netherlands game, a couple of the goals were conceded for just the height alone because the keeper weren't able to reach it. The defenders were able to defend.
Yeah, I mean, you just mentioned there, Paddy, you're absolutely right. I mean, look, Sweden have always got tall people. Yeah, they really got tall people. From what I've seen of them, they're quite athletic as well, and they're strong. Very, very true. And Portugal are a small side as well. It's like the nature of the beast, really. I mean, but it's so hard, isn't it? To play against taller people as well, and especially with them. Or Sweden have a shot here. That's going to be a corner to Sweden. But I wouldn't say they're the most exciting team to watch, Sweden. I can't lie, but they're so efficient. They're so concentrated. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and they're actually the highest ranked European team in the world, Sweden.
They are, and because they've been winning games as well, I think, and
it's 1-0 to Sweden.
Wow, from a corner, I believe. Corner comes
from
in.
a corner.
Yes, they have. They scored. Angel Dow.
Yeah, it was a great goal.
Minutes. Lovely corner, by the way. Didn't get dealt with properly, and then there's lots of Swedes in the crowd as well.
There is a lot of them.
Quite a few thousand in as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's Portuguese fans. So I come out, look at the corner again. There's a right side corner.
It was poor clearance, really, as well from the goalkeeper. I think she could have really tried to catch it.
Yeah, I think she should have done. That is the thing. Some of the European keepers are not very good at catching.
Yeah.
But they like to punch. I don't know what she was trying to do. She was caught a rock a hard place to keep her, by the way. Didn't know what to do, but it's a lovely finish, by the way. She did really, really well to control that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, I agree. Hey there, Talk MU. I hope you're well. Thank you for tuning in. People in the chat was talking about a penalty for the Netherlands in the other game, but the penalty got overturned in the end. Hey there to James. Hope you are well. I like Coffee's upset saying set pieces again.
I was going to comment to that as well about Sweden. They're very good at taking set pieces as well. Yeah. Because they got tall, they got the height, they got the power. They're in the game on the right hand side. And because the cross comes in, that's cleared away. Oh, it's cleared away. One great, but Sweden still got it. And they can play.
Yeah. Looks like there's an injury.
Yeah. Don't look good, doesn't it?
It was off her own player, though.
It's Gomez. Is it Gomez?
I think Gomez, yeah.
To be fair, hang on. Don't deflect it onto her face. Into her eye. Doesn't look good.
So...
We got a new we have got a new chief executive now, new chief exec.
Oh really?
Darren Eels. I mean Dan Ashworth. Ashworth is the sports director. We got a guy called Darren Eels, who was the chief executive. He used to be at Atlanta United in MLS, and he's done a good job there. And now he come to us as chief exec. So I think we've got a good team there. We've got a fantastic Manchester lineup here.
You definitely do, and I think you need that as well so you can identify the best players.
Absolutely. I totally agree, because at the end of the day, we are looking at players. We are definitely looking at players, Maisy, but the price is being ripped off, by the way. You got Alexander Isak, right? Let's be real, right? He's rated at 76 million quid. Solskjaer wants 76 million quid for him. And I said the other day, there's no way we're going to pay for that.
No,
Not
not
pay
at
76
all.
mil. No way. Definitely not. Because what they're trying to do, they're trying to rip Newcastle fans up because of the tax, Newcastle tax as well. That's what they're trying to do. And we're not going to get fleeced for that at all whatsoever. I said on the show the other night that I've got a feeling that it becomes nearer the time, then we're going to have to pay for it. We're gonna have to pay for it. Like, you know, I could see that if we need a player, then we're gonna have to pay that money sort of thing. I reckon we have to pay over the odds, which is we don't really have to do, but we're gonna have to do it.
Yeah, I think especially if when it comes to challenging for Europe, that will be having to pay all over the odds then.
Exactly. That is the thing. We don't have to pay over the odds. We don't have to because we don't want to get that tough message. You know what I mean? Oops. Can you still see us?
I can still see you.
I got logged off by mistake.
You know
what I mean?
I can still see you.
Oh, but hang on. Don't know what's going on here. I think it's playing up for me. I think it's playing up here. I'll try again. Don't know. Let's try again. So there you go.
Yep, all good.
All good. All good. I just think my phone's on top of the computer, sort of thing. That's why it's catch it, sort of thing. But so yeah, back to Darren Eels. It's a new Chief Exec. I think now we've got a good team. Darren Eels, Dan Ashworth, and now we've got Eddie Howe. So
exactly, and Eddie Howe's a cracking manager to have as well, especially for Newcastle whilst you're building up at this moment in time. He's been great.
He's been amazing. I mean, he talks, the way he deals with the press has been absolutely superb. And, you know, he's asked the questions a few times about the Saudis as well. And he's made it quite clear. He said, look, I don't want to talk about that. I'm a football manager, not in the politics. And he was asked about 3 times sort of thing before he just ignored him.
No, and that times like that, you just need to end the interview, don't you?
Exactly. That was Ferguson, and he tells you, I don't want to hear that. They stopped. They stopped. They won't keep on. They won't keep on at him. They won't. I mean, we do miss Fergie, by the way, his presence at the end of the day. Look, for me, my opinion, he's the greatest manager of all time in my book. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But Newcastle fans are going to say, Kevin Keegan was. No, he wasn't. Kevin Keegan was brilliant. Great motivator, what he's done. He's done great for what he did at Newcastle, right? He didn't win us a title. That is the thing. He brought great football up here, which we cherish all the time, but he needs to win a title, yeah? I don't know how many times Fergus won. He was at 13. He won 13 league, 13 Premier League titles, yeah? That guy is absolutely brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Like him or not, get used to it because at the end of the day, right, Fergie is the best manager in my time.
Yeah, he's an outstanding manager. I like months and months ago, I did like this show, like the greatest manager of all time, and it had Torquay Mew and Reese on it, and we done it as a 3-part series kind of thing. And we all actually said that Sir Alex Ferguson was our greatest managers of all time, but we had a different 2nd and 3rd place.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know what he did. I mean, they could have sacked him. They could have sacked him back in the 89-90 season. They didn't want to sack him because there's a project going on there. Fans want him gone, and they just followed him deaf ears. And look what he did. Look what he's done.
Exactly. Just needed a bit of time.
Exactly. It's all about being patient. Simple as that. And anyone calls out for Eddie Howe's sort of thing, right? I want to know people. I need to ask that person the question: why do you want him out? Why do you want him sacked? Why? And then come back at us a better time. But what he's going to do is one of the best young managers in the country, right? I mean, people's going to say Graham Potter. He's done brilliant for Brighton, right? He plays cracking stuff. But let me tell you something, right? I mean, if England comes calling for Eddie will not go to Newcastle United and not go to England.
No, I don't think he would either. I think he's happy where he is at this moment in time, if you want me to be fairly honest.
Yeah, absolutely. You're not coming to Newcastle sort of thing. So, and it is what it is. And one thing I'm going to say, right? I mean, he's too young. He's 44 years of age. 44 years of age, and he's going nowhere. No, he's going nowhere soon. And Eddie's a lot of guys to come. I mean, he could have just said, no, I don't want to come to Newcastle. He's got his family up at St James's Park, and big up to him. Big up.
Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah. Hello there, Vincent. Good afternoon to you. Thank you for tuning in. I Like Coffee said Fergie would have banned the journalist, which is absolutely correct.
absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, the thing is, right, these football managers get it tough, don't they? Let's be real, right? I mean, they would have done exactly the same. But we had Mike Ash's order. He bans. I don't know if you know. He bans some journalists as well. He's banned Luke Edwards as well, and for not having a go at Ashley, right? Which I think is right because Luke Edwards is a disgrace as a journalist. He's a wind-up merchant, him, right? And he never replies back to you when you send him a tweet, right? I think he's an Orange fan, Leighton Orange supporter, Maisy, right?
Yeah.
He just loves to wind Newcastle fans up. This is a guy that wanted Henry Maurice to have us a takeover, yeah? He's the one who keeps saying the takeover's not going to happen, this and that and t'other. And look what happened next. The takeover happened, and he just backed down, like, you know.
Martin said, huge respect for Newcastle for doing it right and not immediately binning Eddie and throwing money at a new manager and at the club for players.
Martin is right. I mean, look, we are not going to get fleeced from money. Like, look at Musa Diaby, 60 mil. Yeah, we walked away for that deal. Fair enough. Yeah, rightly thing to do. Isaac, right? Sociedad, they won 76 mil. They won all that money up front. Walked away. We are not going to get bullied by the selling club. We will not get bullied at all whatsoever. It's as simple as that. Because if that's the case, we're not going near you. Simple as that. We're going to let them know that we're not bullies. We're not a soft touch, yeah? And they're going to respect us. They're going to respect us as a football club, right? Now, we're not going to get bullied. Simple as that. We'll only pay. We're going to be cautious on our dealings. We're going to pay what's right for us, yeah? Look at Jack Harrison. Don't want to deal with Greece. 35 million quid. Is it worth 35 million quid? I doubt it. He's a good player, but not 35 million quid.
I must agree with you. I really do.
Just look at that foul again. Sweden foul. No one's gone on the book.
And it looks like looks like it's a serious injury. It didn't, when you looked at it from a slower kind of range, it didn't look like, even though it was studs in the foot, it didn't look like it was something where you'd need stretchers for.
Not really, no, but it looks a bad one there as well. I mean, any kind of foul like that, nasty. It looks there's a bad one there. I'm not surprised when VAR. Lucky it wasn't 2-footed, but only went for one. And you know what I mean? But it's just a little clip. They pointed for this little clip there, but it looked a bad one as well. So deserves to be booked as well there. Can't pronounce the name. I'm not going to lie. I cannot pronounce that. They've already got booked.
But, I think you could be out for quite a while, though, which is going to be quite
that's a serious
nasty one. Yeah.
Kennerid. That's the one. Kennerid got booked. And we played 32 minutes gone. It's 1-0 to Sweden still.
Yeah, still 1-0 at this moment in time. But I think that potentially knowing that they've lost a player now, Portugal, it could even affect them.
I know, yeah, I totally agree because
they need to win this game to have a single chance of staying in the league, because at this moment in time they've got 1 point, so they'll end up finishing on 4 points if they was to win, and then that will put them in level with Sweden and the Netherlands. But that means then if it was based off goal difference, I think the Netherlands needs to concede a few and they need to lose this game, which at this moment in time is still a draw for Switzerland versus Netherlands, so they'll be on 5 points now.
Yeah, absolutely right. And that could be enough to get through the next stage. And I have to agree with that. So anything can happen. Yeah, still a long way to go, but I think anything can change. Things can change at an instant there.
Mm-hmm.
Just got to tweet. Go on.
Hey, Brush, I hope you are well. What was you going to say, John?
I was going to say, Craig Hope has just sent a tweet out saying that the deal for Musa Diaby remains too expensive for Newcastle, and Jack Harrison also remains very difficult because of likely bonanza Leeds United. So Leeds going to ask for some ridiculous amounts of money.
Let's just be honest, though. Leeds are not going to get rid of 3 of their best players in one transfer window. Not a chance.
This is the thing, right? These clubs now, they're asking such ridiculous amount of money, right? Because they know the Premier League is the richest league in the world, right? So they're going to try and pull a fast one saying, I'll tell you what, we only got money. You pay for that, right? But at the end of the day, right? I mean, when the longer they keep a player, the less bigger it's gonna cost. Yeah, look at Raheem Sterling, 40. Obviously, he went for 45 million or something like that.
Yeah, 45 million.
Last year was contract as well. They're going to be thinking, right? You know what? We can still get that sort of money, even though they've got 1 year left on their contract. You know what I mean? So I think
Zinchenko, they let go for 30 mil. They was making a 29.3 million profit on him.
Yeah, absolutely. They were a huge profit, by the way. Yeah. But I tell you something. I mean, fair play to Man City getting that sort of money because they know they're getting out if it was next season he'd be on the feet.
Exactly, and they bring it. They brought in Calvin Phillips. They brought in Haaland and Alvarez with it.
Exactly. You know what it is, right? I mean, again, Man City played a blind there sort of thing, getting Haaland in. 51 million quid. That is a bargain, man. A bargain. Do you know what I mean? You should have gone for him, man. 51 mil.
Don't think he wanted to come to us. Plus, he's an apparent City fan, although he was pictured in an Arsenal shirt.
He's pictured in an Arsenal shirt? Really?
Yep.
God, yeah, I think Gudas will love that. Like, not. You just don't do that.
Let me see if I can find it.
So I'll tell you what, it was 3 weeks' time, the new season, mate. 3 weeks' time?
It is. I have got the picture right here of Haaland in an Arsenal shirt, just so I can show it for my own amuse. There it is.
Wow. Joey's coming on. I tell you what, Lee gotta love that. Jason loved that as well.
Because, like, obviously he was saying that Man City is his club, and people was like, "Well, how can it be? You pictured in an Arsenal shirt."
Oh my God! I tell you what, though. I mean, if I was an Arsenal fan, then I'll be having my hand in my mouth and saying, "Why did it not come to Arsenal, man?" But they're talking of Arsenal. They're spending as well. Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko.
How much spending for Jesus? It was like 50-60 million. So City have made a right load of money off players.
They've 42 million they paid him.
42 mil. Deal.
Yeah, but Man City's offloading players. They're not really fussed about certain players to the rivals, are they? Doesn't seem like it at all.
Because people.
Portugal win here.
I already said though, if a rival was a threat, Pep wouldn't get rid of that player to that team. And that's why I think that he doesn't think Chelsea is a threat, because he wouldn't get rid of Sterling to someone who he thinks could potentially win the league off him.
Exactly.
And that's the same with Arsenal. And people were saying stuff like Zlatan. I was like, but Zlatan didn't stay in the same league. He moved to a completely different league, and so did Sane.
Yeah, absolutely. Sane being linked with Arsenal as well, by the way. And
I don't think he'll go.
He'll not need Bayern Munich to go to Arsenal. And this is the thing, right? When you talk about trying to buy players, it's a tough. People say it's a tough transfer window. Eddie Howe's saying the same thing. It's a tough window. Yeah. Me personally, I don't think it is. If you got the money to buy a player, stop the money up and just go for it. You know what I mean? Just pay the money, get the job done. Yeah. It is a good market, but people are just asking for stupid amounts of money. Do you know what I mean? Oh, and by the way, that Diaby's got 2 years left on his contract.
Exactly.
But I mean, Joe, I think so. Everyone said about Paqueta, so Lucas Paqueta as well, and get him in, sort of thing. Yeah, people say you can play. They played so like a few games on the right hand. So, good effort, Portugal.
It was a great effort. I think it would have got. It looks like it was going wide anyway, though.
Exactly, but good idea, good effort. Don't know what it is, right? I mean, what did I say?
Paqueta.
I said Paqueta, exactly. I think he's a decent player, but they're asking for a stupid amount of money again, sort of thing. Like, I mean, they want 58 million quid for the Brazilian, and I think we'll probably get him, but it'll probably be at the last minute, like, probably the last minute thing, because I think they don't want to pay the money now. They rather wait until the last minute, because that's what they do, last minute rush in the transfer. You're doing a transfer. You're going to do the deadline show this
Maybe it depends how I feel.
I don't know if I'm going to do it. I mean, Paul Timothy's doing it as well, and that's going to do it as well. But again, I mean, I'd love to do one as well, but I don't think I'm going to get time off for it, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to get that day off, the 31st of August. You know what I mean? And I would love to do it and come on yours as well. Do like transfer window show. I think we should do that as well, but we have to go on people's show for that one, I think, and probably do an aftermath as well. See the ratings out of 10 of these signings as well. But I think it's going to be exciting. It's going to be an exciting window show as well, the deadline day show as well. So if people helps us out, great. But if not, then I'll just take a back seat.
I don't think, though, to be honest, Man United is going to have many on deadline day. I think they probably would have had everyone done by then.
Let's hope so. Because I think you like to get your targets in early and just deal with it. If you can get someone in after that, if you need, hang on a minute, maybe need one more. It's a bonus. But get them all in.
Sweden's just scored.
Oh, it's 2-0, but it's disallowed.
Yeah, disallowed. It's from Blackstenius.
Offside is. Lovely finish, by the way. But it was called offside. I think she knows it. Still 1-0.
You could tell it was offside because the leg was. Her leg wasn't in line with the last defender.
Look at it again. Yeah, just off. It's a left foot.
Yeah.
Took it well though. Big up. You're going to do the final as well. Tour of England lasses as well. Wow. No goals conceded.
Terrific.
14 goals in 3 games.
Yeah, so we scored 8 goals against Norway, 5 against Northern Ireland, 1 against Austria.
Yeah, that first game was like nerves, wasn't it? It's like nerves. For the first game. Yeah,
definitely.
Nerves as well, because you don't know how you're going to get on and that sort of thing. But one thing I will say, I mean, Spain. Is it Spain we got next?
Spain, yeah.
That is going to be do you think it's going to be a test? Do you think you're doing nothing against Spain?
I think Spain, for me, have been pretty poor in this group stages. They're missing out on too many big players due to injuries. And when our backup England team played against Spain's strongest team a few months back, and we drew 0-0. So if that is the case, and we put our strongest team on against this Spain side, I think we could easily get 2-3 goals.
Absolutely. I mean, we can do that. Then I think go all the way to the finals. I mean, I think we'd be absolutely fine.
I think the only teams I'm worried about is Germany and France.
Yeah, they look good, don't they? They look good.
Yeah, they do. I think probably Germany was the one what worries me the most. And I said it on the stream a few weeks back. If Germany are playing how they're playing now, and this team is supposed to be a team that's rebuilding. Imagine what the team would be like if there was a fully built team. They would be really dominant dominant.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look, the Germans talking about here. It's got some good teams there. They've got a good team there, and they're so exciting. And he's going to take them quite a few years to get right, but it's all like fixed. 2-0, isn't it?
Yeah, 2-0 now.
Because the free kick. Oh my days, what a goal.
Very
Straight
poor
straight
defending.
for a training ground goal, that. She's done it again. She's got 2 anger down. 2 for her, 2 for Sweden. And as things goes, it's game over.
It definitely is game over. I can't see just as Ravi has said, I don't think they're going to get back into it. Look at that space as well, what Angel had. You shouldn't be doing that at all.
Where's the defense?
As a team, when you've got a corner against you, you need to be marking every single player on the opposite team.
Yeah. Looking at it again, are they checking for offside here? Nah, no interference. It's a lovely finish. Oh my God, where's the defense?
They have gone to VAR though. I think they've keep. It's all right. Yeah,
it's good.
Staying
as it is.
Yeah.
That is a poor goal for Portugal to concede right on the stroke of half time, Maisy. That is poor. If you're going at 1-0, cool. That is absolutely fine. But to go in 2-0, that is not good at all. And the way you can see that goal there, that was shocking. Great goal for Sweden, man, but where's the defense?
There was no defense whatsoever.
I tell you what, it's like watching it's like you lot as well, your defense.
Exactly.
Can you imagine like say a free kick like Miggy or Shelby pull the ball back short free kick and Bruno Guimaraes blast it in top corner? That would be special, that man.
7 minutes injury time first half.
I tell you what though, I think Paul should just want to get in the dressing room right now. Get in that dressing room and just sort it out.
If they get a goal back at least before half time, it won't be as bad for them. But
I agree.
Still, it's shocking, really. And to be honest, if they just needed that little bit more in that Switzerland game with how they started, because they conceded 2 goals in 5 minutes against Switzerland, and if that never happened, they wouldn't be in this situation where they've got to really try their hardest to get a win.
Yeah, that is the thing. I mean, look, it's so difficult. Are they deflated? Do they fancy it? Do they just want to know? Or they stand and say, what can I do? What can I do? But I should not give up. But I think Sweden are too strong now.
Yeah, especially knowing that they think, I've got the 2 goals now. It wouldn't surprise me if they'll just pass it around this second half.
Exactly, because they've done a good enough job. Do you know what I mean? Done a good enough job. And look, they know they've done it. All they got to do now is just defend properly. That's all they got to do. Defend properly, then counter them when you get the chance, and then see where it takes you out. But at the minute, I think Sweden are going to be comfortable now.
It was a good shot there by Norton, though, from Portugal. I can see what she was trying to do, and you should just, right when you think, I've got to try and shoot because there's no one else who's doing that. I can see what she means by doing that, but it's not always the good way to do.
Exactly. And I totally agree with that 100% there. It's just getting it right, really. Just what can you do, eh? It's a hard one. It's a hard one, but I was going to say as well, but I'm amazed England didn't change their team against Northern Ireland, by the way. Didn't change their team up. And didn't change up at all for the rest of the first team. Do you know what I mean? Weidman's done a good job. She's done a real good job.
Yeah, definitely. She's an outstanding manager, and she actually was the one who she brought Netherlands to win the Euros. So Netherlands was the last one to win the Euros. And as well, she got them into the World Cup final. And she's even said that she's come to England to win those trophies. That's her aim, for England to win trophies.
Wow, Sweden's just had a great effort just over the bar. Dipping from, she's on a long-term contract, isn't she? Now she's on a long-term contract.
Yeah, it's well deserved. She deserves it.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no one better than her. Was she at Arsenal, by the way, by any chance? Was she at Arsenal?
I don't think she was.
I don't think she was. I could be wrong, but one thing I'm going to say, she has done an amazing job. And I'll tell you what, as well. All right, she's very, very demanding. She's very demanding as well, and she's so professional in what she does. Cross comes in, that's a goal kick, and she is good with the press. She doesn't hardly smile though. She doesn't smile a lot, but
I think that's a good thing to be. I just checked all the teams she's ever managed were mostly in the Netherlands, apart from England. This is her first out of Netherlands club she's actually managed. So it's even a different experience for her.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a different scenery for her, new challenge, see what he does in England, and she's going to get valuable experience from this as well. But they all want to play for this one. They all want to play for Ryman. And I tell you what, she's not being let down at all whatsoever. But if she wins this trophy, she wants to win the World Cup. I think the job is hers as long as she wants it, by the way. But I tell you one thing, she's better than Southgate.
Nah. Not hard at all.
It's not hard at our sort of thing. But I tell you what, though, if he's going to be on, if he ever's managing Newcastle, I'm done. I'm done in this football club. I'm done. Oh, I got my season ticket, by the way.
Oh, did you? That's great. I bet you're happy about that.
Over the moon. I posted it out there yesterday. It's out there. I put my head in it, and 89 likes, 3 quote retweets, and a retweet. So over the moon. Oh, Sweden win again. Oh, good save, keeper.
It was a great save.
It was a great block by the keeper, by the way. It could have been a lot worse. Sweden are turning on the screw here. They had a dipping shot just over the top about 2 minutes ago. Oh, again, Portugal, man. Poor defending.
And they've got a corner again, so
yes.
We'll have to see what they do with that.
Oh, it's a great save on the keeper. Hadn't been for the keeper, made 2 decent saves. I think
it's 3-0.
Would have been out of sight.
It's 3-0 to Sweden.
Because the corner, cross comes in. Oh my days, that's 3-0. Where's the defense?
All from corners.
I know.
It's an own goal. And they say it's an own goal.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have a look at that, see if it looks.
It was an own goal, by the way.
Oh,
it's an own goal. Oh my god, that's game over. Game, set, match.
Definitely
and I can see more. I can see more. I said I was 2-0, dude. I said to you as well. Rewind the thing. I said to you, if they can get a goal back, they're back in the game. But that has absolutely killed them. Oh my god. Dominate the game. Completely dominate the game. That is game over, man. Just, you know what? Just close the shop right away.
I don't know why every single goal has gone to VAR. There's no need.
Don't need to.
That defense is drunk on Sangarino. Facts. What we'll do, we'll go through some of the comments before we go and give our judgment for half time. Held on wheels, the defense is nowhere. I completely agree. Neil said Spain play good football, but no one up front. Yeah, so they're missing out on their best midfielder, Alexa Putellas. She's got an ACL injury, and Jenny Hermoso has got a knee injury, who is their main striker. So I think them two in particular is such a big loss. They've got a winger currently playing up front. And when you look at it, she does play too many touches when she does receive the ball. So then that
not helping at
ruins how they play. But they play possession-based football as well. But I just don't think they're anywhere near as good as what we have seen with Hermoso and Putellas playing.
Yeah, massive blow for Spain, man. It's just a kick in the gut, really. Missing those 2 great players there. And look, it's like us losing Harry Kane, right? Harry Kane, and losing give us another player. Anyone you do, Harry Kane's going to be a big miss, by the way, if he's ever out, sort of thing. Or Ryan Sterling as well. It's like losing those 2 in a competition. Wow. It's just not
losing Harry Maguire. Kidding.
Yeah. I'd say Harry Maguire lost it all day long. I mean, he's not great. I mean, I'll tell you what, he's gonna ruin Lisandro Martinez's career and Varane as well.
Yeah,
Downgrade their career as well.
What's so strange? He was actually good. Couple like 2 seasons ago. I don't even know what even happened to him.
He was brilliant for Leicester.
Yeah, and he was good in his first season for us.
Yeah. What went wrong? What went wrong with him? Is it because of what happened in Cyprus when he had that fracas in Cyprus? Did that not put him off? Or has he not performed with different managers? It's like Paul Pogba in the Juve saying that because there are too many managers at United and it affected his game. That's a load of crap, man. Load of rubbish there, mate.
Surely is. I Like Coffee said defence has been a problem. I completely agree. Ravi said Spain have really good build-up play, but they've lacked the final third, which I do really agree with. Decent chance, should have done better. Sweden had time and space. Yep. I'm amazed about England didn't rest any players. I think it's just...
Agree.
For me, I think she should have rested some players, but I think having that same 11, so she was just building it on, giving them that, what can I say, fitness levels. So I think it's always good to always keep majority of the team the same, just for that bit of, consistency for the squad.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could totally agree there. I mean, all it is, like, just keep going, like, just keep momentum going as well. It's like, if we qualify for the World Cup, right, if we beat Iran and the USA in the World Cup, we'd be through. Are we going to play our strongest team out against Wales? Probably not. I'll have to keep it going. Just keep the momentum going. Just go over the floor. Do you know what I mean? And I know people say, what if they get injured? What if they get injured? That. I could say the same people who got injured in the last 16. Makes no difference. Keep going. Do you know what I mean? It's like if Harry Kane's one game away from getting suspension, I still play him.
Yeah, for me, it depends. Because if, for example, it's like a game it didn't really matter and she had that 1 game suspension, I'd just drop it for the 1 game if that meant they're going to not lose that yellow card the following game. I think it just depends on the whole game for me.
That is the thing, man. That is the thing because, it's a hard one really, but I'll definitely drop him. If they've got one booking away from a suspension, then you're going to have to drop him. You're going to have to drop him. Don't let him play in that game. But if you don't get the first 2 games, I still play that player. But you don't. It's all white out. It's white out, isn't it? The bookings in is it in the semi-finals, something like that, or in the quarterfinals? I think it's white out in the quarterfinals. Yeah. So you get a clean slate. So if you get booked in the quarters in the semis, you're going to miss the final.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's great. I can remember years ago, you used to get booked twice, and then you get booked again as well. Then that's your span. I just got all these here as well. That from Jackie Talbot as well. That according to him, right, Newcastle and the chances of landing a deal for Arnaud Calamudo from PSG, right? They reckon they've got a good chance of getting him, right? They're saying talks are underway, and also he's saying that has been given the green light to sign him. I can tell you now, no, that's not true at all. We have not spoken to the guy. No one has spoken to him, right? Again, that's just all lies. Again, all these ITKs, right? And I don't know what you're also United, by the way, but all these ITK people think they're in the know. No, they're not. No, they're not at all. Nobody knows. Yeah, they need to stop this because at the end of the day, right? Newcastle haven't said a beat about this at all whatsoever. I can remember years ago, right, when you link to a player, they would come out and say, "No, it's not true. It's not happening."
That's not the case now.
It's not the case. I just let it go. One of these days, right? I'll give it 3 or 4 years, right? I could see clubs going to start suing the press, making folks like that's what's going to happen soon, and all this nonsense is going to have to stop. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because the thing is with United, what I've tend to notice, everyone's linked with someone. With Manchester United, like you've seen, like so many Portugal. In the past, we're linked to Kante, we're linked to Thomas Muller, we're linked to Koulibaly, we're linked to Ramos. We've been linked to you could name a player, and you could 9 out of 10 times you would say Manchester United have been linked to that player. You really could. That's how many links we've had in terms of players, and it got to the point, especially not about 2 seasons ago. I thought, you know what, I'm not going to listen to it anymore. The only time I listen to it is if reliable reporters are saying it. But if it's like something like the Mirror, for instance, who's saying it, I'd be like, nah, I'm not even going to
Not
entertain
interested.
it.
Nah, not at all. There's a few I trust for Newcastle. It's Keith Downing, Fabrizio Romano, right? I trust him. And
David Durmström for me.
David owns the East Irish. He's not bad. And I'll go with Clear Corp as well. And Clear Corp is liable. Luke Edwards, I will not believe a word he says, because that guy, real talk here, is a puppet. He's just a puppet journalist. So he's an absolute muppet. He really is. Miguel Delaney, right? I mean, he's another one as well. I cannot stand him. Real talk. He's the one. He does not want to take over the Hutton. Yeah, the guy is an absolute muppet. He really is, and all Newcastle fans having a go at him, and which I think is right, because he does not want to take over. He's a United fan, by the way, right? But what we don't understand is, so the part of Saudi is sponsoring Man United as well. You know what I mean? So he comes out and can't say that. Hey, I don't know what to say. The guy is absolutely muppet. He really, really is. There's a few of them with boots as well.
Yeah, exactly. I completely agree. I really, really do. Yeah, I agree with you as well, Neil, about Holland missing Vivian Miedema. She's out due to COVID, I believe. But yeah, she's definitely a miss. She's great. She can play as a number 10, and she can also play as a striker. She plays as a striker for the Netherlands, and she's got like one of the highest goals and assists for both us. So I'm for Netherlands, and that kind of loss you really do think you need her in them kind of games, especially if that's going to be the difference between you. They don't know what the game's going to be like whilst they're playing for Netherlands for the Sweden versus Portugal game. So who knows? That game for them could be make or break.
Yeah, I have to agree there. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. Like, you know, I mean, the competition is stronger, right? It's not a gimme. Let's be honest. And you just said it can make or break. And if it's a make, you done well. If you break, it's not great. But missing players is not good at all whatsoever. And if you miss your key player, then you've got a problem there, sort of. And then the ones that comes in, it's got a great chance to take a claim in the future. You just never know. But you cannot beat your best player. You cannot.
You really can't. I've got here for you the stats for the game for the first half. And we have got 3 goals for Sweden compared to Portugal's 0 goals. Sweden have 58% possession to Portugal's 41% possession. Sweden have 8 shots to Portugal's 4 shots. 4 shots on target for Sweden compared to Portugal's 2 shots on target. What have you thought about the first half for you, John?
I think Sweden dominated that game, to be honest. They started well, and they have started ever since there. But once the first goal went in, it was a poor goal to concede from Portuguese. That's not the first time in this game. They've done the whole lot. Then I thought Sweden looked comfortable on the ball. All it has to do is just defend properly, which I have been doing. I can't lie. And they've been defending well. They had a couple of chances as well. Apart from those 3 goals, a dip fall over the top there. Portuguese keep out to make a couple of good saves. But it's all Sweden, to be fair. I think Sweden, judging those stats, 58 possession with the ball, 8 goal attempts, 4 on target, Portugal 2 on target. Says its own story. And I can see more goals coming in. And unfortunately for Portugal, it comes from Sweden.
Yeah, definitely. Hey there, Raz. Thank you for tuning in. I've not seen the channel before. Terrible standard. Yeah, I completely agree with the Portugal. It is terrible standard, to be honest. For me, in terms of this game, I think if you was looking at away from the corners, I think Portugal have been very well defensively. They was able to cancel out a lot of Sweden's chances, but when it gets to the set pieces, corners, it's like they don't know how to handle it, and they really, really struggle. I think what the the main concern is for me is dropping your goalkeeper. You'd only drop your goalkeeper if you had no confidence in your goalkeeper whatsoever. She's on a yellow card, but based off the points what they were on, they've only got 1 point. So therefore, most likely they was going to be out today. So you would take your risk with your goalkeeper, even though Pereira, the number one goalkeeper, is quite hot-headed. You would still start her because you started her for Netherlands. You started her there in terms of Switzerland. And for me, you need your goalkeeper. You need to have trust in your goalkeeper. And I feel like the goalkeeper for me is always the hardest change, in my opinion. And I don't think it's been costly whatsoever.
I have to agree there. You start with your strongest team if you can. And, you know, yes, she's been booked. Yes, you just said they're a bit temperamental, but you still stick with her. Simple as that. I mean, if you've gone through, then you deal with it. You deal with it later on. Yeah, we've gone through the last 8, but we've got our best keeper out of the game. But at least you further in the competition. I said earlier as well that you may get someone to come in and stake a claim. Might be a fantastic keeper. Could shock us all. But they took a gamble, not picking her first choice keeper, and I think they're paying the price for it as well, Portugal. They really are.
They really, really are. Raz thinks that they should be making goals, like the net smaller. What do you think in your personal opinion? Because I know it's been mentioned before, but some of the female goalkeepers are actually as tall as the men ones. I think Christiansen for Denmark's 6 foot.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's been talked about it before, but I don't know. That's a touchy subject there for me, but
yeah,
that's down to FIFA as well for me. But I think it's all the same for all competitions. To be fair, if you're going to make it smaller, make it slightly smaller, but not too much.
I wouldn't make it too much if it was, but I think as much as it's not fair on goalkeepers, as Raz is saying, there's still some goalkeepers who's pretty tall as well.
I agree. Well, if that's the case, then just leave it as it is. Then, you know what I mean? I know that he said there's unfair goalkeepers, but we talked about it before. Well, we haven't talked about it, but it's been mentioned elsewhere. But me personally, I would say you said that Danish keeper 6 foot. What's the next size, dude? About 5'10", 9'10",
yeah,
maybe?
roughly around. Mary Earps, who's our England goalkeeper, is 5'6", and the way she stretches, you will not think she was 5'6" because she's got such a long reach.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But she is a decent keeper, by the way. She really, really is. But I think just take it down slightly, but not too much of a case. But it's been like this for years and years and years. Why change? Why now?
Mm-hmm.
I just can't see the point now. Do you know what I mean? It's always like it, just as it is. I know it's going to be tough, but that's why lots of goals has been scored, hasn't it, as well? That 8s and 5s and whatever sort of thing because of the goalkeeper. But it's a hard one to see. It's a really hard one, but I'm sure FIFA will look into it very, very soon. I'm sure they will.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree. It's second half is back on now anyway, so I put that back on. Hopefully we might see a little bit more action coming into the next half.
Portugal started well with a foul. And she's not very happy about it as well, Silva. And no, I mean, very starting fast, but so what's that question, Maisy? Sorry, I was watching.
I didn't ask one.
I did. Nah. I saw. Now it's just like I said, I'm so buzzing for the new season as well. I'm just buzzing, really, really am buzzing, and I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a good season, and you're going to do watch-alongs, are you?
Yeah, been doing it. Yeah, I will be.
Lots of I mean, like I said, I don't know if I'm doing it. Yeah, I just don't think I can compete anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I could, but I'm not going to wait till I'm going to have 30 people watching, and I know people's going to say, "John, don't stop doing it. Don't stop doing it. Yeah, you're doing well. but just 30 people watching. Yeah. Just look on Jesse Marsh as well. He's basically saying about Jack Harrison. He said the club do not intend to sell Jack Harrison, but did confirm transfer interest in the player.
Mm-hmm.
But he also said as well that he's having a tour in Australia. There's always been interest in Jack, like many other players. By law, Jack's also very happy here, and Bassey has done a really good job. Bassey's the big part of what he's doing. Of course, there's always going to possibly be big transfer offers coming in, and then clubs have to decide how it fits in and what are the best options moving forward. But for me, Jack is a big part of our plans moving forward. We're counting on him this season for sure.
Yeah, I don't think that Leeds are going to want to sell him because they've already got rid of both Rafinha and Phillips.
Yeah, that is the thing. And they don't want to sell more top players because I think Leeds are going to be in trouble this season. They're going to have players who's never not played in the Premier League. That is the thing. Oh, Sweden again, good defending.
It was great defending.
And
confirmed now it's 1-0 for the Netherlands, so that is Portugal's chance have gone now.
That's it. I mean, I can't see Netherlands conceding at all in that game, man. Do you know what I mean? But I think it'll be all right for Netherlands. Yeah, they've got the goal, and that's exactly what they've got. And that's it. Game over.
Exactly. It really is.
I mean, I'm still debating on Jack Harrison, by the way, whether we should buy him or not for Leeds. That is the thing. We would got players in that position as well. Oh, Sweden in again, and keeper's got it. I'd rather spend all the money on a winger or a striker.
I think you need a striker more than you need a winger, to be honest. Or even a versatile one.
Yeah, like an out-and-out striker. Definitely, 100%. I mean, we're after Ivan Tony again, and Borja would be good, but he'd be off to West Ham. But who else is out there, though? Who else is out there?
There's loads of hidden gems about, isn't there? What no one has seen. Oh, that was pretty poor. That from Sweden. They could have done a bit better with that chance from Blastinius.
Wow, that ain't good. And that Barbosa as well. Gabriel Barbosa, I take him as well. He's got a buyout clause of only something like 17 million quid. But that's only a temporary thing. Just look at the Sweden chance there. Oh, just why goal kick, you're right.
Yeah, I think she could have done a bit better though, couldn't she? It's gone to a corner, but I think she could have done a lot better than what she did.
I agree. Lovely ball down the line by her. Lovely turn and pace by her. I tell you what, these lasses are so fit. Yeah,
that was a corner they actually didn't concede against.
See how good a set piece are now. Have they learned from it?
They have this time. Yeah, they're showing the goal now for the Netherlands. And that was a corner goal as well. And it was an own goal. That was a poor own goal.
Own goal as well. You're right. You're right.
Look
at that. Oh, good chance there from Sweden, by the way. I'm only 40 away from getting 3K. Watching the Netherlands score now.
Mm-hmm. Raz said Man United ladies versus Liverpool ladies will be a tasty match. It sure will be. Really, really will be.
That'll be
back into the league. I Like Coffee said you needed a good striker since January.
We do. We needed one. Absolutely. I mean, Chris Wood ain't the answer for me. I think he's absolutely, for me, people say he's done a job. I think he's done a job, but at the end of the day, long term, not for me. We need someone like a proper striker. Someone like Barbosa. Someone you could, but he's he's so left-footed, right? It's incredible, but we need someone up there. If that means getting Joaquin in Korea from Inter Milan, right? Even though they signed him permanently, don't mean to say he's going to stay. Just go and get him. I mean, they want 20 million for him. The question you got to ask, why so cheap? I'll tell you why it's so cheap. He's had plenty of injuries. That is the thing.
Exactly. And the people saying in the chat that Switzerland have now equalised against the Netherlands.
So look.
So it's 1-1 as it stands. Oh,
Wow.
what's going on here?
Looks like Sweden's got a penalty. Like, lovely.
Yeah, it does.
So look. Lovely skills. Cross comes in. Oh, that looks handball there. And he's giving it.
Just going to have a look at that.
I'm sure if I'll look at that. This is the thing, though. I was going to look at every little thing next season. Guess it's on the board. Guess it's on the board in the Premier League. VAR. Mike Reed. Mike Dean. Mike
Dean. Dearie me.
Mike Dean.
Yeah, it is a penalty.
I think you should tie for football altogether. Here it comes. Oh, that's definitely a pen there.
100% it's a pen.
Can't be doing that. So,
see if it'll get scored. Yeah, it was scored by Aslani, the new AC Milan player.
Following the footsteps of Zlatan.
Yeah. That's usually said he's actually a hero, Zlatan.
That's why you went there. Well, she went there. And good on her, man. She's going to a canny club. Comes in. Oh, even though they keep us best efforts.
Went the right way, but it just wasn't enough.
Exactly. It was game over anyway. To be fair, once you score the first goal, it's game over. I mean, we could be. Do you think Sweden would be a danger to win the thing, or?
To be honest, no. I just think who's they got now? So it was the winner of Group C versus the runners up of Group D. So they'll be winning this. So they'll have either Italy, Belgium, or Iceland to play. I think they'll win that, but I think they'll go up to the semi-finals.
Yeah, I think they will. Looking at it, but we got to be Spain.
I just think for me that that Sweden isn't. I think there's teams who are better than Sweden at the moment. I think we've developed so well. I think Germany's a brilliant pressing team, and so is France. And the differences between us and Germany compared to Sweden and France even as well is that we can change our ways of playing to suit the other, so we can still beat the opposition team. We will always go out and be a possession-based team. We'll turn into a counter-attacking team if needed, or we'll turn that team into a counter-attacking team. Our pressing is probably one of the best pressing in the whole Euros.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you do that sort of in games, do the pressing game, and you got the players to do it, you got to do it sort of thing. But I think what Feynman's done, I think she's done really well to us, and we look good. We do look good on the pressing game, and it's not an easy game to play with, but if you face on the pressing side, you got to be clever, playing the ball out from the back. And if you ain't got that, you have to have a good touch. And you have to be ready as well. You kind of hang up boot. You got to be clever, and you got to get out of tight situations against a pressing team. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
And but we haven't got that. I think Ten Hag will turn you into a pressing team as well. I think
he will. I think he wants. The thing is, we've seen in the preseason that we're a pressing team, but I think that we need to get the right players to be a pressing team as well. I think that's why he wants to keep Martial for one. Because Martial's a more of a pressing player. He's probably one of the better pressing players out of the forward players we do have.
Yeah, I agree. I have to agree. I mean, are we going to have a pressing team? I think you'd be. I mean, Martial's going to get a second chance under Ten Hag, isn't he?
Yeah,
I think he will.
I think so as well.
Because he was poor again for Sevilla. I mean, he just did not cut against the first Sevilla, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Not good.
Completely agree.
And you know what it is, right? We got players. So I mean, say Maximin can press, Miggy can press as well. We can press, but we just don't do it enough. That is the thing. And we need a striker. Callum Wilson can certainly press as well. It needs to be. Can certainly press. And we did it against Arsenal as well, part of the game as well. And they just didn't know what a D against us are whatsoever. But if we play like we did against Arsenal, I think we'd be okay. But
to be a pressing team for me, either everyone has to press or no one has to press. Because if you've got 11 players on the pitch, obviously 10 of them are going to press. If only 2 of them pressed out the 10, that's going to break down the pressing play. You're going to give the ball away very, very cheaply. And that was the problem with Man United, because before Ten Hag, we wasn't a pressing team. And the only teams who were a pressing team really was a pressing player was Fred and Cavani, who was playing. And because them two was playing, they was giving the ball away so cheaply, making silly fouls because no one else was pressing.
Exactly, I have to agree. And your defence are quite slow at the back as well.
Yeah.
You have to be clever at the back and pace at the back as well. And that is the thing. And they know their strengths are at the back, and we know how slow they are. And you've got to be so ready, and you've got to be clever as well. If you're going to play ball from the back, do it well, but make sure they don't press you too much and think, oh, hang on a minute, I'm not going to do it again. I was just let the keeper kick it out. And
exactly.
Crazy man. But you got to have the players. Man City are the best to do it. Man City, Arsenal, on their day.
And even Raddy said Liverpool, they're a great team to press in as well.
Exactly. Because they've got the players to do it. They've got pace up the front. And, if he had Ekiteke, he'd be brilliant at it as well. But he's gone to PSG, and good luck to him, man. But Arsenal can do it as well. Saka as well can do it. Martinelli can do it as well. Oh, seen him close, by the way. And he has the right team to do this. But Eddie Howe would love to play from the press as well. I think he's learning that as well.
He played a bit from the press though under Bournemouth, didn't he?
Exactly. That's why they can see a lot of. He did that as well because they got the players to do it. I mean, they did it. There's one game when he managed for Man City, for when he was at Bournemouth. It was against Man City. He had Bournemouth pressed, and Bournemouth pressed, and they scored for John Stones got caught out big style.
Oh, is that 4 or 5-0? Or did that not go in? I think that's 5-0. Blackstinius.
Wow.
A part of me thought, did that go in? But it did. It went in. Wow. Portugal is getting destroyed.
What's going in? Oh. She's giving it.
Let me see if it... I'm having a look at it. It went over the line, so it's fair. You've got to give it, haven't you?
Have to. Bunch of fives. Harari 5-0, eh? I tell you what, though, Portugal may just pack up and just go home.
Yeah, they may as well.
Definitely no offside there.
No offside. And because I was looking at it and I was thinking, it hit the bar, and I thought, did it go in? Did it go over the line?
Yeah, it did. There we go. Here it comes.
Good afternoon, Matata. Hope you're well. Matata's right as well. Our press does depend on Rashford and Sancho. I agree.
Yes, I think watching one of the clips. I'm not going to mention the channel, but they gave a good art of playing the ball, like pressing the game as well, and playing the ball out from the back. And you have to have the players to do that, play it out for a back. And it'd be interesting to see how Sven Botman does for us. And this is why we got a player that can defend properly. And I think we're going to enjoy watching him play at the back.
Mm-hmm.
And you
It's
didn't.
gone to VAR, and I don't understand why this has gone to VAR. It was onside for me. Martin, what have you missed? You've literally missed a demolition job.
Given. Oh man, crazy man. It's given, by the way.
And I'm here ready Portugal.
Oh man. They're still doing a VAR check, but it's definitely a goal.
The thing is, this is the first time VAR's come into the women's game, and I think the decisions just take far too long to be done, and I don't understand why.
I just don't get it at all. I mean, just give it a go. Just give it a go, man. I mean, look, VAR's going to take a long time, right? It just slows the game right down, right? But it's there for a reason if it's used correctly. I can remember I watched it in Serie A and it worked out an absolute treat. Absolute treat. And now,
it's offside. You're saying it's offside?
I saw when the free kick came in, it was good.
Yeah. They said it's offside, so it's not given. It's not given. So it's back to 4-0, everyone. I like coffee. Said, when I say go Portugal, I didn't mean to say it for the team. Back to 4-0. Who knows I like coffee? Portugal can score 5 goals yet.
Well, they may score 5.
Who knows at all? Who knows? Raz thinks Portugal win the World Cup. That's going to be an interesting one for the World Cup. I think I actually think Germany's going to win the World Cup.
I've got to go with either Brazil or France because of the heat over there. The heat's going to be a major factor, I think, and also as well that how do I put it? They go, don't write off Argentina, people. Do not write off Argentina.
Argentina's another team. I think it's out of Germany, Brazil, and Argentina for me.
Yeah, France, Brazil, Germany. France, Brazil, Germany, Argentina. England's got no chance. I mean, look at the group. England are going to be lucky. I said last time that we be lucky to get out of the group stage, but it depends on that first game.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Completely agree.
And I'll tell you what, if Gareth Southgate doesn't do it for us, we'll be knackered. But then again, we could be playing France in the last 16. Is that right?
I think so.
We better win it. We better finish top of the group then, and France better finish top of their group for now. Because I'll tell you something, right? If we need to win that group, we need to win every game. Otherwise, we play France. We're done.
Agreed. Because I really, really do agree.
But technically, they're better than us.
Mm-hmm.
And it is. And then again, we never be like France. But France, don't forget, France are the world champions. Yeah, are they the world? Yeah, they're the world champions.
They are the. Who's the world champion? Yeah, it's France. I think it's France. Yeah, France. Yeah, France.
World champs. Yeah.
I just don't think France are the same team as what they used to be. To be honest.
They still got the players.
They still got fantastic players, but for me, like Mbappe, for instance, he isn't the same Mbappe for PSG. What he plays as a PSG player, and you've got like Coleman, who I don't think is up to the right standards as well.
When the real Kingsley Coleman turns up, he is decent.
He's great. He is really, really great.
Great player, but for me, he's at Munich, Bayern Munich, and I think he's a fresh challenge if he can. But I don't think he's going to leave Bayern Munich. I just don't think he'll leave there. There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great player, and we need to find out about what's it? Who is it? Griezmann.
Yes, Griezmann's another one.
Yeah, when he went to Barca, I think that's the wrong move for him at the time. the wrong move. But it's just because it's the way you want to be second best to Messi.
That's the thing. Whoever you have got, right? No matter what, you always are going to be second best to Messi because Messi's the best, like one of the best players in the world.
All over it, exactly. I agree.
Even if like Ronaldo was there and not Messi, Ronaldo would be the center of attention because of who Ronaldo is. And that's going to be the same wherever a pair of them go. They're always going to be the main man at that club.
Exactly. That is the thing. I mean, they just still banning it out now, sort of thing, for nearly 20 years. I mean, Ronaldo in 2003, or 2003, and Messi made his name when he played for Barcelona against Chelsea in the Champions League as a 16, 17-year-old, and he ripped the Chelsea defence apart that evening. He absolutely destroyed them.
Exactly.
And I thought a star was born then because they just couldn't cope with him that day. He was there, 17 years old. They got belief in this kid. And, you know what I mean? There's been a Messi Ronaldo show ever since. When's that going to end? I don't know. It's coming to an end, though. Then you got people like Mbappe as well. Mbappe is going to steal the show.
Oh.
I think he'll be a European winner. He'll be a European Ballon d'Or winner soon.
Oh, I must agree. I really, really do agree with that completely. Good afternoon to you, Reese. I hope you are well.
Big up, Reese.
Helga Wheels VAR's taking ages. He thought it was offside. It is clear offside once I did see it. But
they threw it, Sweden threw it, and
nothing happened. Is it Messi's last World Cup? I probably say so, to be honest. It will be his last World Cup.
100%. I don't think.
Yeah. Ranking each team from A to F. Based off this tournament, Sweden gets a B, Netherlands gets a C, A, B, C, D, E. I'd say Portugal and Switzerland both get an E, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Group C between A and F.
Yeah, that would be Sweden, Netherlands, Portugal, and Switzerland.
Very interesting. Portugal have a shot. Oh my God!
Her team's coming on, and she actually won the league recently at Juventus. So that's going to be interesting. Fox is in the chat. Hey there, Foxy. I hope you're well.
Foxy.
Foxy said England will win the Euros. I like Coffee thinks England will go all the way.
Definitely. England, Germany. Could it be England, Germany?
England, Germany. I actually think that we won't have that same result as we did in the Euros. I think we'll lose. Just the way how I think Germany is really developed. They'll go goalkeeping there by Portugal.
Still got a long way to go in this game. 69 minutes played. It's still 4-0.
It is. And it's 4-0. But they're having a cooling break now as well, which is understandable. I couldn't play in this heat. I'd be knackered. I'm actually going to check the temperature for me now. 31 degrees still.
Wow, it's going up. Mine's just dropped 29. But I'm going to have a summer holiday next year. I'm going to have one either in August. End of July or August. It's going to be it's going to be hot year round. But I'm going to have 2 weeks off. Because at work, right? I mean, I'll get 6 weeks off in a year now. And our boss is saying I've got to take a week off before the end of April, right? Which I think that's shocking.
So does your holidays work like January to December?
It does, January to December. And I don't know how yours work, but one thing I'm going to say, right, you should not be bullied to when to take your holidays. You should not be bullied at all whatsoever because that is out of order, mate. It really is. You can't be saying that.
No. And a lot of companies are like that now. You've got to use a certain amount of your annual leave before such and such a date.
You see, I don't think you should because that week, the one I'm going to take before here, but I've got to take that week off with the summer holiday and have a 2-week break. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's disgraceful that. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have like a winter holiday because I've got 7 days left to book. I'm gonna take a couple of days off in November, 100%,
lovely.
and I only take them off because England are playing. One, a dinner break, and two, evening break because when they play the evening match. So I'll be doing that 100%, and then 7 days left. I'm gonna keep 1, 2, 3 days back. I might keep 3 days back before I go to Italy, sort of thing. So I'm gonna have use up 4 days left. So I'll probably do take a Monday off from work. So if the flights don't work, then I'm gonna take it off on a Monday. I take the day off on a Monday and a Friday. Just work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, or I may just work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Sounds good. Yeah, my at my current job, it's during the financial year, April to March. But when I start this new job next week, it's the same January to December.
Ah, cool. So you got a new job?
Yeah, new job.
Ah, right. So what happened to your last one though? How long was you there for?
Found a new one.
Ah, cool. Is it better pay? Got to be better money.
Yeah.
Was that better? What days you doing?
Still do 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, but I don't have to work till late anymore. The latest I'll finish is 6.
I thought that's brilliant. And what time do you start now?
Either 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock.
And then you finish at 6.
And I'll finish at either 4 or 6.
Ah, right. Is there like a rotation thing, or you just have your choice?
Yeah, so the first week, 1 week I'll do straight 8-4s, and then 1 week I'll do straight to the 6s, so it'll rotate like that.
That's fair enough. I think you'd be happier at that. Like,
it gives me more stability in what I'm doing, because at the moment I'm doing, like, for instance, I'll do an 8-4, and then the following day I'll do a 12-8, and then the following day I could do a 9-5, so then it don't give you that stability of routine.
yeah, I think that's canny. That, like, you know, I mean, I do release every time, do 8 till 4 every day. That'd be brilliant. I mean, if I was in the warehouse, I'll do 6 till 2:30. If I'm driving, it's 6 till what time I get back and be driving. Probably about 4, 4:30, depends. But I don't be finishing too late, like, you know, it's been a long day.
Yeah, it definitely has.
I mean, if I can get, say, suppose in a couple of years' time, I want to go part time. I'd rather start early, finish early, like coming at 5, say, and then finish at say 2:30, 1:30, 2:30. That'd be amazing. 5 to 1:30 in a day. That'd be brilliant. That'd suit a standard. Really, like,
it'd be a good day's work.
Absolutely, because you don't want to be doing long days. I mean, I can remember once upon a time, started at 6. I done my second run, got back at 2:30, 2:45. He goes, John, John, that's early. I goes, and? He goes, why are you finishing early? I said, well, because that's how it runs, mate. Simple as that. But what he wants to do, he wants to do 12-hour day. Is that what he wants to do and kill myself? How weird, man.
No, exactly.
I mean, at the end of the day, right? I mean, they just want you to do 12 hours a day. That's what they want you to do. But that ain't going to happen anytime soon. Nah, not happening. They do. I mean, like I said, I don't mind doing it through overtime. Don't mind doing overtime, but not too much overtime. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, I got to get my car serviced as well. Probably not this. What I could do if I get a Saturday week, work this Saturday coming. The following Saturday, I won't be able to make it. Get my car serviced then. The following Saturday, I won't be able to make it again because I'm off for the match as well. So I must go to those games. I've got a hotel booked as well for that Saturday. So it's a tough one, man. It's a tough one.
Certainly is. Helgon said that he thinks the Norway manager should be sacked because he can't take criticism. He said he didn't care about Ian Wright's criticism. But to be honest, I think Ian Wright was spot on because Norway, they had a good game against Northern Ireland, and then they was really poor against Austria and England.
What did they come out? What did he say? Oh, cost comes in.
Let me see if I can find it. I don't know word for word what he said, but
I tell you what, though, you got to take criticism as well.
you've got to. You really have to, and especially when you're getting battered 8-0 against England, when realistically you've got some amazing players there, and then you're losing against the Austria team, where realistically you should be winning against Austria. You need to have the criticism. You will get criticism.
Exactly. If you don't win games, you don't get out of the group stage, you're going to get criticism. I agree. You're right. And that's how football works, I'm afraid. And you got to get used to it. It's a part of the job. And it's just it comes to the package. And if you can't handle it, then don't manage it then. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Hello there, LU Manu. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you as well so much. It means a lot.
There you go.
Yeah.
Got one here.
Yeah.
Got one here from one of our journalists, the Newcastle Quiz Waff, and he said, understanding this, I'll read this out as well. Our understanding at the start of the season was before any money we recoup from player sales, Newcastle haven't really brought any money in. Most of the players have gone out, has been on loan before that. Newcastle has somewhere in the region of 79 million to spend. We think that they spent between sort of half to a little more than half the money. In theory, they may have something between 30 and 40 million left to spend. I mean, I'm not being funny, right? But nobody knows, right, how much money you got left at Newcastle United. Nobody knows, yeah?
It's not been confirmed.
Nah, it's not been confirmed. Now it's been confirmed. Why are people guesswork? Why are they just guessing all the time? You know what I mean? It's all guesswork. No one knows how much they got left. You know, but what I'm going to say, right? Just wait and see what happens.
I really agree. And no one knows at the end of the day how much is getting spent by each football club. Like they were saying, Man United only had a transfer budget of 150 mil for this transfer window. That wasn't confirmed by the club because it was confirmed by Richard Arnold on videos. What was posted on social media is that we have the money to spend and we'll spend where it's needed.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, they're just guessing again all the time, Maisy, and it's been on this for months and months and months. We got this money, we got that money, blah, blah, blah. It's all different reports all the time. Conflict reports. My opinion is just let it take its course. Do you know what I mean? Who do you believe? You have to look at 3-4 different journalists come out and say different things. Yeah? It's all guesswork. Nothing knows. No one knows.
No one knows until they really do it.
Exactly. And they need to just take a chill pill. Some people, man, just take a chill pill because I mean, this is just going to get boring now. All these transfer rumors, this and that, and all that, and you're not going to be jumping for Jones. He's got this money, we've got that money, sort of thing, and all that. He's got that such. I can remember years ago when Kevin Keegan took over Newcastle for a second time. They say he's being linked to a Thierry Henry, Frank Lampard, and all these big names, right? And I'm thinking, wow, listen, it ain't gonna happen because I knew what Matt Cashew was like. You know what I mean? He's a billionaire, yes, but he's worth about 5 billion. That ain't enough to be a footballer nowadays.
Mike Ashley, though, your last transfer window with him, he only brought in one signing as well.
Joe Willock.
And now you had him on a loan deal before that, and it was just to sign him permanently.
Yeah, we did. When he came in, I think he scored 8 goals and 14 appearances, right? And he basically kept us up. But this last season gone, he wasn't match fit, and also he lived in the middle of nowhere up in the northeast. But Eddie Howe's looked after him now and got him in a settled area for him to cope with. And if Joe Willock stays injury free, we're going to see the best from Joe Willock. You haven't seen out yet from Joe. I think this guy is going to be brilliant. He's going to be a superstar for me. And I just think he just get better. He's only 22, 23-year-old, and I think this guy is going to be brilliant, Maisy. I mean, watch out for him next season. He could save, excuse Eddie Howe, around 50 million quid.
Yeah, I think he's a great player, and I think if he's used correctly, it'd be great.
Exactly. I love this movement. I love this runs from midfield. I like the way he breaks the line, and his positional sense is just absolutely brilliant. And when he does get the ball, right, when he gets a scoring chance, he takes them. That goal against Leicester took it well. Goal against Fulham took it well. The one he made that late run against West Ham when he was on loan, class finish. Again, no one picks him up. If no one can pick up to a World Cup, he can cause damage. And Arsenal fans are still seething about letting them go.
I know. They still are. It's 2-1 now for the Netherlands. So, yeah, that's it now for Portugal anyway. Match. Even if they score 5 goals in the last 8 minutes, which I know won't happen, but they've got 0 chance now.
I agree. I think Netherlands deserve to go through, to be fair. They are a decent national side, and they've got some cracking players there, 100%. And I think they're going to come close if they get the players back, and also they play football the way they want to play it. And
yeah,
I quite, I think it's good to have an evidence in that team. Very, very colourful nation.
Yeah, I like the Netherlands. I think they play good football, but they haven't been really the same since Serena's left them for us.
That's the thing. That is the thing. And I wonder what the Dutch will make of that sort of thing. A Dutch that's moving a national nation.
Do you know what's really funny? We got Serena, who's Dutch. Their new manager, Mark Parsons, is English and American.
Yes. Oh, Serena should have scored again. Absolutely. Coincidence, eh? You take a Dutch,
it is.
You take an English. Yeah. Absolutely, man. I mean, look. End of the day, who came out on top? We did, because we know.
Exactly.
I mean, just who's your games got left? You beat Melbourne the other day, didn't you? Beat Melbourne. We had a Melbourne.
Yeah. We've got Crystal Palace. We've got Atletico Madrid, and then we've got Rayo.
Rayo.
Yeah, at Old Trafford.
Rayo, is that Rayo or Valladolid? Vallecano.
Yeah.
One of the two.
I'm going to that game, actually.
Oh, good for you, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Neves just scored there, you said, seeing the goal. Looks like they're through anyway. I think they've done it now.
I Like Coffee said, onwards and upwards for the next tournament. I must be honest, I Like Coffee. Yeah, if the whole situation didn't happen with Russia, Portugal actually would have never got in the Euro 2022 because they was second in the playoffs to Russia. The fact that they only knew 2 months ago that they was going into the Euros, I think it was a lot more difficult for them to prep compared to everyone who knew a year ago that they was getting in. So I think you've got to respect what they've done for just 2 months' work.
Yeah, very true.
And they had a hard group of Netherlands and Sweden.
Yeah, that's a tough group. You're absolutely right. And, you know, you put the work in and you got to give you all, and then you get the rewards. But like I said, big up to them. And, yeah, just keep going, I guess. And go back to I Like Coffee. Good luck for the next tournament. Well, it can't get any worse.
Well, that's true. Hi again, Luca. Hope you're well.
I love Luca. He's a great guy. He is a great guy. He's so passionate what he does, you know what I mean? And he's just brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Keep up the good work, man. I like his work. I do like his work.
I Like Coffee said, next tournament will be Arsenal dealing with set pieces and dominating team with our own set pieces.
I think they need to, man, because I don't think someone will play again. I really don't. And,
no, they haven't been at all.
They're telling, just off the topic quite quickly, I mean, look at this. Heatwave grinds bitter to a halt. Rail bosses tell commuters not to travel as temperatures get set to hit 107 Fahrenheit, and AA warns roads will melt and towers will burst. But this 50 PM urges bits to be resilient and enjoy the sunshine. Bloody hell. What is wrong with this flipping government, man? It's a disgrace, man.
Oh wow, it is so warm though. It's ridiculous how warm it is.
And they still got to flip work. They still got to work tomorrow. Like, I think you should call out. Oh, that does look a good injury there. That's not a good injury at all. She slipped.
It's still 31 degrees.
It's going to go 40 tomorrow, but this is why I'm going to get up early in the morning. I'm going to just get in my van, just drive up, and just to beat the heat as well. I mean, I'm going to do my limits Maisy tomorrow, sort of thing. I'm just going to drop the tires off. I normally leave them to, and that's it. I'm not going to be hanging about but Monday. Oh, it's going to be absolutely torture on Monday afternoon and Tuesday afternoon and that, and it's not good.
But it's worse when you're in the office as well. When you're at home, you can cool down a bit at least, but you can't when you're in the office.
I agree. I mean, without a doubt, shallow a doubt, and you can just go out there and just enjoy it and do what you have to do. If you're not working, you've got a day off or two tomorrow. Lucky you.
Oh, I know.
I mean, I could do with a day off, but my days off, I wouldn't be. When's the next day off? Is it October? I've got a week's holiday.
Oh, it's a while for you.
It's a while. Turkey to be to hiss around you. I could do a week away sort of thing. I think I'm flying out on a Saturday. That is when Newcastle play United at Old Trafford.
Yes, I believe so.
So I'm not going to be there for that. I mean, the thing is, so if it's a day kickoff, then I might just get away with watching it. Might. I'm not so I will, but it has to be an early kickoff. If not, then I'm going to be on a plane while they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I'm going to get to Portugal, it'll be about... by the time I get to bed, it'll be about 3 in the morning. You have to put the clocks forward 2 hours there, so... Which is, I think it is. Yeah, we're going to be 2 hours of heat. But I'm going to enjoy it, man. I'm going to enjoy it.
Well, that's what matters, that you enjoy yourself.
Exactly. No, I mean, I might do a little bit of social media and sort of thing, but the problem is, right, they're not in the EU, so I've got to be careful and be fun. I've got to be careful and be fun, so I don't get a big bill. It has to be hi-fi. Or...
Yeah, because they've stopped data roaming now as well.
They have, so they have to knock that off as well and put it on their Wi-Fi, which I think it should do. But then I think the Champions League games will be on that week as well. I think I could be wrong on that one. So, but I know what tickets I'm going to do. I'm going to do the Danyan River trip as well. I think it's going to be nice for it.
Oh, you'll enjoy it anyway. That's what matters. I'll let you enjoy yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. So got in the last minute now, and
4 minutes injury time.
So it's been a proper job of Sweden.
And it's a goal for Sweden. It's 5-0.
In consequence. I tell you what, though, well deserved. Just go look at it now.
Scored.
I think I'm a minute behind you as well, by the way.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, again, the defense. Oh, it's a lovely finish, by the way. Brilliant finish, but again, the defense has just given up.
They really have. Look at that space there.
Again, the defending, man, is just absolutely horrendous again.
There's nothing that goalkeeper was going to do, though, with that goal. It was top right corner in.
Couldn't do anything about it. I look at it now. The ball comes in. She's definitely not offside. She's fine. Cuts inside. Forward Portuguese defence in the box, and not one got close to her. Not one. There we go. In the back of the net. Close the shot. There's 5.
Yeah.
And I think that's a professional performance by Sweden. Oh, I keep having no chance. That's a lovely finish.
It was outstanding. They've been outstanding.
They have. They're going to be better. I'll tell you what, they're going to face better teams than Portugal, mind.
Of course they will. And it's 3-1 to the Netherlands now as well.
Game over.
Surely is.
And Portugal tried to win a penalty, but she dived. And I'll tell you what it is, right? I mean, well, Portugal, I think they got a free kick, but it's definitely not a penalty because she cheated. Look at it again, like, what she goes in front of her. Cool. Nah. Just fell over, man.
Yeah, nothing in that.
Nothing in that. And then she's crying like a you know what. I tell you what, I like that stadium they got, Leeds Stadium.
Yeah, it's a nice stadium. I've been there plenty of times.
Aye, you like it there, don't you?
Yes, good stadium. I like it anyway.
What's the capacity? It says some 8,000 or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Quite a small stadium.
Right, when we played Man United, they only open like 1-2 stands at most. 4-1 Netherlands now.
Wow, they're turning the screw. The orange is running wild.
You can definitely say that.
Oh no! The time the orange. I tell you what, colourful there. I predicted 5-2 the start of the match, but it was for the wrong team.
I like coffee. I did predict 5-2 at the start of the match, but it's for the wrong team.
Oh man, look at that goal again. Oh, Cuba had no chance.
No, not at all.
And the Portuguese coach just turned around and just turned his face. Just blow the whistle, like ref. You must just blow the whistle. Put him out in the mystery. Not one shot on target for the second half of Portugal, by the way. Not one.
No, shocking. Absolutely shocking. But it's full time now.
That's it.
And it finished 5-0 for Sweden. An absolute demolition job.
It certainly is.
What did you think of the game, John?
I think it's all one-sided in the second half, to be fair. I think Sweden dominated the game from start to finish. They took the goals really well. I thought Portuguese defence were poor. I'm not going to lie. I mean, especially in the first half. I thought they were going to sort of get that together in the second half. But listen, at the end of the day, it was a definite penalty and as well. And the fifth goal just tops it up, doesn't it, for the Swedes, didn't it? It's like a Swede bashing. Portuguese got Swede bashed.
They surely did. For me, I just feel like it was completely dominant there by Sweden. I think Portugal was, their concentration was poor. The marking was absolutely poor. And because of the way they have been in the corners this tournament, we all knew when they played a big team that they was going to get destroyed in them corners. And that's exactly what happened. 3 goals just off a corner for Sweden. And I think and they had that silly foul in the box, what caused the penalty. I think by the time the second goal went in, they really lost their head.
Absolutely. I just think they didn't really care. They just didn't have a clue. The back four, just didn't really care. I thought the coach got attacked so wrong, right? He could have changed a few things up and he didn't. But at the end of the day, right, listen, you're right. If you can't defend from set pieces, you cannot defend, you're going to have problems. Their goalkeeper, by the way, wasn't helped at all whatsoever. It's the front four in front of her are not good enough. And little attacking options from them today. But I think Sweden were really good. Took the chances where it come. It could have been a lot more goals, especially in the first half. But I think Sweden were professional today. I thought they played really well. And they're going to be a tough stuff to crack, I think.
Mm-hmm. I really do think so. I just think there's a couple of teams ahead of them, but overall, I think Sweden is going to do far So they're up to the semi-finals for me, but I'm glad you've been enjoying the watch-alongs. I like coffee, and it's been great to see you. Neil said that United play Villa as well soon, which is true. Yeah. Who's your player of the match for you, John? Before we look at the player ratings.
I thought Sweden played well. I thought the last I scored twice, and I'm trying to pronounce her name. Angadal. I think she's man of the match for me. I think she was good today. I think she's really good. I mean, that second goal, just outstanding. And I thought all around game today, I thought she's really good. So I've got to give it to her.
For me, I would either have to go. I've got to go different with you. I'd either say Aslani, who scored the penalty. I think she was terrific. She dominated that midfield, and also Anderson, the fullback, because it was her who produced them corners who actually got the goals. So you can't even rule her out either.
Definitely not. I think you could choose 3 or 4 players. You just mentioned those two there. I thought the defense were really good as well. The 2 centre halves were good. And play from the back and just wins it, gives it sort of thing. And I thought they were attacking as well. And defender would need to defend, and attacker would need to attack. I thought it was good, really good.
Definitely.
Very impressed with Sweden today, like.
Yeah. Hi, Andrew. I hope you're well. Yeah, I have set up a fantasy football league for if anyone does want to join. I put the code in the description. It's just called Devils United. Just put the code into there. You'll be able to find it. I've already set up the team. I'm not giving away the secret, so sorry. Jane said it was all over. Netherlands 4, Switzerland 1. I like coffee. Portugal were poor.
Poor.
Do you want to see the player ratings before we wrap up?
Yeah, go for it.
So here is the ratings. We'll go with Switzerland first. Lindahl, the goalkeeper, got a 7.2. Anderson got an 8.4. Eriksson got a 6.6. Indestal got a 7. Glass got a 7.5. Anjadal got a 8.7. Aslani got a 9.1, so she was rated player of the match. Bijan got a 6.9. Rolfo got a 7.2. Blastinius got an 8.4. And Kane Riyad got a 6.9. Would you agree with them Switzerland scores?
You got Sweden, Portugal there.
Yeah, but I'll just name the Sweden ones first. Sorry.
Yeah. I thought you said so. Yeah. I kind of agree with it. So far, most because that's Landy, whatever the name is in the midfield. I thought she was excellent as well. I can't lie.
Definitely.
I thought that's the one I tried to announce.
I think it's a bit unfair for Eriksson to have a 6.6. Knowing that there was a clean sheet, but she did also get a yellow card.
Yeah, that caused it a little bit there. So yeah, Tabarkins goes down unfortunately on there. She would have got a 7, but was that the one who clipped her heel? Yeah, it was. Yeah. I think it was when he clipped her. Did a poor tackle by the way. But listen, I think the races are quite right there. 100%.
I completely agree with that.
Portugal was poor today, like very poor. And they deserve to be going home.
Definitely. We'll look at the Portugal ones now. Morris, for the goalkeeper, got a 4.7. Amado got a 6.3. Gomez got a 5.6. Costa got a 4.9. Borges got a 5.9. Pinto got a 7. Silva got a 6.5. Norton got a 6.3. Diana Silva got a 5.4. Nazri got a 5.9 and Jessica Silva got a 6.2. Overall, I'd probably say it was fair apart from Costa. I would rate her a little bit lower because she's done the own goal.
Yeah, I have to agree. She did her best. And also the goalkeeper made a couple of good saves as well. It hadn't been for the goalkeeper, it could have been more and more and more. But look at those fair ratings. I think that sounds correct. I really do. Yeah. But I would have probably given the goalkeeper a 6. I mean, yes, a position player is poor, but she did make a couple of good saves. But probably 5 to 6 would have been Ari. But other than that, I thought they were poor, and there's not a lot more to say about that as well. But very often a little up front, and yeah, I thought Sweden dominated it.
Definitely. Yeah. We'll wrap it up here now anyway. John, thank you so much for coming on. It's been brilliant to have you on doing the show with you.
Oh, thank you.
Would you like to shout out your socials?
Yeah, some sure do. And again, thank you so much for having us on, Maisy. I really appreciate that. First time I've done a Watchalong reviews, and it's absolutely fantastic. For me, you're the best. And always got to say nice things to you, man. Maisy, but there you go. First of all, on Facebook, John Sinclair TV, Twitch, John Sinclair TV, Instagram, John Sinclair 50, YouTube, John Sinclair TV, and on Twitter, John_NUFC 42. So yeah, if you check us out on those contents, I do everything: the previews, reviews, player ratings. I do debates as well. I do I've got regular guests on me sure as well, which is great. Latest transfer updates, the latest news of the day, and I'm already 40 away from the 3,000 subscribers. So if you're new in the Maisy's chat, please hit that subscribe button, please. I'm only 39 away.
Oh, thank you so much for coming on, John. And if you haven't already, go and give John a subscribe. The link is in the description below. I'll be next live myself. It will be in a few days' time. I will be reviewing the predictions with Andy and Chloe for the groups. I will be doing our predictions for the quarterfinals. So that'll be interesting. We'll have to get our thinking caps on. I will be looking to think, why did we predict that score and predict them tables? Come on, what was wrong with us? But thank you all for watching. Hit that like button. And if you're new as well, also hit that subscribe button. We'll see you all in a few days' time. It's a goodbye from both of us.